Hello race fans, welcome to Inside Kings Speedway, where we're going to review the Peter Murphy Classic that took place on Friday, May 12th and Saturday the 13th. That's coming up, and all these interviews audio is courtesy of Flow Racing. The NARC 410 Sprint Series opened up the Peter Murphy Classic weekend with Corey Day picking up a huge victory, his third of 2023 with the series over James McFadden. Dominic Scelzi was third, Shane Golobic fourth, and Colby Copeland was the top five on night number one. And here's Corey Day getting a word with Stu McCarthy. This audio is courtesy of Flow Racing.
So the crown goes on for Corey. We'll slip in here. Normally we do the 3 trophies, but just time, we need to get the next race out. Hey, mate. That was one fast hot rod out there just then.
Yeah, we were really good there. Hats off to my guys. We had to do a motor change after hot laps there, and they never gave up and just kept pushing through. And man, yeah, that was one of the best cars I've had here. You know, to start 7th and come through a field like that, you know, being an outlaw is really cool too. So big hats off to my guys, Stefan, HP, Kenny, Preston, Mason, my mom, my dad, Durst, Four Seas Construction, Autry Plumbing, Factory Kane, Ticket Haas, All-Star Performance, just everyone on 14 that's helping us out.
How technical was it on the bottom, but how hard was it on the top running that cushion?
Yeah, it was definitely technical on the bottom. It was still greasy, and you know, you had probably half a tire width to be able to hold yourself down there. And you know, if you're too low, you're in the grease, and if you're too high, you missed it. So it was definitely technical. I slipped out of 4 there with a couple to go, and I thought that was going to give it away, but it didn't. And yeah, just huge thanks to my guys and everyone else that's on the 14. And really cool to win this. And you know, the race is in Peter's name. He's a bigger part of my career than most people know, and just super appreciative of him and happy to race for him.
Tomorrow night's the big one, though.
That's right.
Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Corey Day.
Also in competition on Friday night at the Peter Murphy Classic at Kings Speedway was the Kings of Thunder 360s. It was a late edition added, but they attracted a really good car count, and Corey Day and his family car would win the 360 portion of the program. Shane Golobic was P2, Justin Sanders, Dominic Scelzi, and Chase Johnson were the top 5. And here's Corey Day with Stu McCarthy.
Put your hands together once again, ladies and gentlemen, for Corey Day. He takes out the 360. You know the procedure, my friend? Hat on a hat. It's always a good look. Got to be happy with that. 2 from 2.
Yeah, definitely. This one means a lot. This is a family car. You know, Dad sets it up, and you know, Stefan and Brandon work on it. So this one means a lot. It's really cool. We haven't won in this one since July last year, and just built it this week. So good win, you know, for my mom and dad. So I got to thank them. Bryce Stage Line, All-Star Performance, Garlock. You know, just everyone that's on the family car and that's helping us out. This is, you know, probably only weekend or one of the only weekends that we'll pull it out this year. So cool to get a win in it.
Can you learn so much from the first feature race to be able to transfer it into the 360?
Yeah, definitely. I knew that the bottom was just coming in really good there in the 410 race, and that, you know, with a 305 race, they'd probably run around the bottom, and I knew that the bottom would be really good in that one. And, you know, 360 doesn't have as much power as 410, so you can really get momentum around the top in the 410, and you can't in a 360. So I knew that one would be one around the bottom. It was just a matter of you know, who had the car to stick it and who could get through lap traffic good enough.
Congratulations, mate. We look forward to seeing what you can do tomorrow night.
Thank you. Thank you to all you fans for staying for this. Thanks for coming on Friday night. We all appreciate it.
Also on the card was the Western Race Savers Sprints, and Brandon Emmett would earn his first win in Western Race Saver competition. Jesse Burks was P2, Davey Pombo, Jerome Warmerdam, and Phil Hainan was the balance of the top 5. And
good job, mate. That was obviously only half a dozen cars, but at the same stage, you guys got to get out and do the job, and you guys put on a show.
Yeah, we'll take what we can get, you know. So I wish it was a full field, but like I said, I'm just glad my family was here. We took a second last week, and it was almost answered prayer because I wanted my family here to see it. So now they're here. So it's a pretty cool moment for me. It's my first win, and a lot of hardworking people behind us and helping us, and just all around good time. And Loving life right now.
I was going to say, yeah, loving life. But the other cool thing is what a night to do it on the Peter Murphy Classic to pick up your first feature race win.
Oh, absolutely. There's nobody better than Peter. Like, you know, he works his butt off. You guys see that. I've been a part of helping him with some of this. My mom and my dad, they backed the track and we reshaped it and stuff like that. This guy has got a motor like no other. Just there's nobody better for our sport. So I love this place. This is my home track, and like I said, there's nobody better than Peter to be running it and pushing it. So really appreciative of him.
Congratulations, mate. We've got a photo we're going to get down here. Well done. Put your hands together for the people to the left. For Brandon Emmett, our 305. I'll cross back.
Night 2 of the Peter Murphy Classic had the Sprint Car Challenge Tour on the card. Corey Day would again pick up the victory. Justin Sanders second. Mitchell Facento ended up P3. Kyle Hurst in a rare cameo was fourth. And Justin Cox was the top 5. Stu grabbed a word with Corey.
We'll jump in here and wait for Peter Murphy to come forward. 3 from 3, 1 to go.
Yeah, this next one's going to be a little more difficult, but hats off to my dad and Stefan and Brandon for getting that thing on rails this weekend. That was probably one of the best races I've ran here. Lap traffic wise, and just not breaking my momentum at all. So big hats off to them. It's I wouldn't call it a 50-50, but you can have a really good driver and a bad car, and it's hard to keep up with the car. But when the car is good, it definitely makes your job easier.
You said last night it meant a lot to you to get the 360 win with the family car. Does this mean more this second win tonight?
Yeah, it definitely means more. Just goes to show that, you win 2 nights in a row. The first one wasn't a flake. So, big thank you to Garlock, All-Star Performance, Phil Durst, my mom, my dad, of course, Price Stage Line, everyone on this thing, and we'll try and go get another one here in a couple minutes.
All the best.
For night number 2, Dominic Scelzi would pick up the win, his second victory of the 2023 season with the NARC 410 series, and his third straight Peter Murphy Classic victory. Dominic Scelzi would win it. Corey Day finished second, James McFadden third, Justin Sanders fourth, and Shane Golobic was the top 5. And here's Dominic with Stu in victory lane.
There's a real hot rumor that this race needs to be renamed. It's now the Dominic Scelzi Classic.
You know what? Wow. 3 in a row, that's pretty special. I'm going to get emotional. So Peter helped me out in 2014 and 2015, and when he started helping me out, I was to the point where I wanted to quit. And I was pretty certain I was going to quit, actually, and he talked me out of it, and I love you. He said, well, let's just keep going. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You suck worse. And so we started going to the races. And I was working for him at the time. I just moved out of my parents' house, and I was making about $500 a week scrubbing toilets at Pro Signs and doing whatever. I didn't even know that front arms were different lengths at that time. He taught me so much. And I actually broke my back at his race in 2015. And it was like a race that plagued me. I always wanted to win it for Peter, and it just never worked out. And then, like 2021, we couldn't lose, and we won all 4 features. Thank God I'm still the only guy to do that. Damn, Corey, you had me worried. But we were really, really good there. And then last year we came, and we were strong in the 360s, and we won both 410s. And then last night, I felt like I knew what we needed to be a little bit better, but I really, truly didn't know what it was going to take to win. Corey, the kid's so talented, and he's only getting better, and he's got a great group of guys around him, but the old guy's not done yet, and I'm trying to steal as many of these as I can while I'm still doing it. And I'm a dad of 2 now, and just life has changed, and my relationship with Peter from when I met him to now has evolved and changed, and this race means to me it's more than like an outlaw win or the Trophy Cup or the Dirt Cup or anything like that. And I've been very lucky to win a lot of cool races in my life, but these Peter Murphy Classic trophies, they have a special spot in our shop, and hell yeah, we're adding another one to it. How about it?
Yeah, very, very cool. I want to ask you, over the 2 nights, that racetrack to me looked like it was badass for you race car drivers.
Yeah, mate, it was good as. I actually felt like I was at Parramatta for a second, like moved up to the top and I was driving it off the back straightaway, and then jumping back on into 3, and it was so slick. I didn't really know where I needed to be. The first couple laps, I felt like it was a good pace, and then the 57 got me on a start, and I searched around, and I drove back by him, and I was like, well, we got to be pretty good if we're getting by the 57. And then as I watched the laps drop, I noticed I was struggling off of 2, like it was pretty slick down off of 2, and I'm like, shit, what do I do now? And I kept searching through 3 and 4, and then once I moved to the bottom, I think I got in the lap traffic, and Stidham went to the top, and I went to the bottom, and I was like, oh shit, that's where everyone else is at. So thanks Craig for that. I moved down, and then I tried my hardest not to move, and then there late in the race, I started just bombing the middle like I did in the 360 race, and by the grace of God, we ended up on top of the podium. My girls are asleep at home, but G, Stelly, I love you. Nicole, Frank, Josie, Mom, Dad. I think my whole family came tonight, so that's pretty cool. And how about all you fans? Like you guys, I could hear you guys give it up for the fans for a second. I can hear you guys on the pole shuffle. I could hear you guys screaming and see you guys, and that's what fuels me. Any more a cold beer and a sandwich is kind of what gets me through my day. So to see you guys really pump me up, and I'm gonna enjoy this one.
Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kings Speedway will be back in action for a doubleheader on June 16th and June 17th. Classes in competition on the 16th will be the Western Race Saver Sprints and IMC Stock Cars, while Saturday the 17th will have 360 Sprints, Western Race Savers, as well as IMC Stock Cars. For more information, visit RaceKingsSpeedway.com for ticket info and schedule info.